Women will destroy you. This has been proven since the time of Adam. Shorty ain't even that cute. She looks weird as hell. Let that man see his son. Women use his children as weapons. This is why the black community fails. The relationship with his son has nothing to do with Halle, so only giving him 6 hours with professional agency is the key definition of a bitter baby mama. This part here is in regards to Diddy. If anything, this should be a domestic abuse case, not a sex trafficking case. She enjoyed the wild sex parties and the extravagant gifts on the back end. All these years of sex parties, and you mean to tell me she didn't enjoy it? I'm convinced she enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure she came. I'm pretty sure she came during all those freak offs because it was a lifestyle. This was consensual. She was his girlfriend. Trying to give someone life in prison for this is bullshit. That came from fucking Boosie. She should have left and called the police. Women love to play victim. Cassie was drinking from random dudes. She's a head case. Shut up, thought. Y'all love money and fame and will do anything to be around it. She could have left at any time. This isn't the 1800s. Lord. Oh, boy, the internet, man. The internet is a wild place. And obviously today, the topics we're going to talk about that we need to have a conversation about is how I'm fucking disappointed, bro. Because it's how men specifically, dudes, YNs, niggas online are commenting and the things that they're saying about this Diddy and DDG situation. It's fucking gross. So before we talk about everything I got to cover, I just want to say this. To all the YNs watching, so to all the little niggas watching, right? And granted, I'm a YN my damn self. Apparently, I'm about to become big bro in like a few months because I'm turning 25, right? But as of right now, this is just like peer-to-peer advice, right? Do not go online and listen to all the bullshit that you're hearing all this other dudes say, all these other ignorant ass niggas say, and think that it's facts and it's how the world works and this is how women are and how you should treat women, right? It's painting a false narrative. We're gonna dive into all that. But before that, welcome to the Rap Loft. It's your boy T. And for the next few minutes, y'all chilling with me. And as I said, today we're talking about DDG and Diddy and how men online are commenting on the situation. So yesterday I decided to make a video about DDG, right? Because Halle, his ex-girlfriend now, decided to file a restraining order because of domestic violence, right? It makes sense. I'm not going to get into the fucking details. Just know that, yeah, he put his hands on her. She got a chipped tooth. There's all types of bullshit surrounding the situation. There's even a situation to where they're not together. But this nigga, this DDG decided to break into her house and start taking pictures and all types of shit. Just weird shit, right? Now let me put this in perspective for a lot of maybe some dudes that are even watching that don't understand. If there wasn't sufficient enough evidence that this is a domestic abuse case between DDG and Halle, there wouldn't be a restraining order because the courts don't hand them bitches out like candy, okay? Somebody had to have been getting physical in the relationship in order for there to be a restraining order. And on top of that, I don't know, man, Halle just don't strike me as a type to be beating up on him, nor do we have evidence of that. Now, as we continue, just keep in mind, this video is less about the individuals themselves, but more about the culture that's around defending men who are clearly wrong and putting down the women, especially fucking black women in the black community that's actually going through these situations. Now, don't get me wrong, right? A lot of the things that I'm seeing online from the dudes as far as the conversation as it makes, is saying like, oh, she a bitter baby mama. She's using the child as a weapon. She's selfish and she toxic and all that, right? Don't get me wrong. There are shitty women out there. There's shitty baby mamas, right? You get what I'm saying? In general, there's shitty people out there. But so far, from what I can see, all the attacking that Halle, what's her name? Halle? All the attacking that Halle is receiving on her hand, I don't think is warranted. Let me paint this on a man-to-man level so that you can understand what I'm saying. Whenever you're in a relationship with a female, right, and y'all now have a kid, your number one job, in my humble opinion, as a man, is to protect the well-being of your significant other, the girl that you're with, and especially your child. Your child and your spouse's safety is number one. You as a dude is trying it's not necessarily trying, but you're always working on creating a safe, an environment where both your significant other and your child is always going to feel safe. If that's not happening, or there's even questions of someone's safety or disregard or whatever the case is, nigga, you wrong. Just looking back at the history of DDG's actions, right? Granted, I first heard about DDG whenever he turned from a YouTuber wanting to do rapping. I then heard his name again because I heard he started to become a streamer. Not a problem. The next time this nigga was even relevant to me was because he got in a relationship with Halle. Ever since that point, anytime this nigga would pop up in the media for anything relevant would be him showing off this child to the world. Like we just said, right? You in a relationship with a girl. Number one priority, safety of her and that child, right? Now let me ask you, you got a newborn. Does it really make sense that your fucking son, child, toddler, whatever it is at Kai Cenat house? Which, no disrespect to Kai Cenat, I actually think what he's doing with streaming is cool. You get what I'm saying? But himself is under fire, not really under fire, but has said, I'm not making streams for children. Even though that his primary target audience is kids watching his shit, but I understand what he's saying. The environments that he is creating is no place for a child. So this nigga, DDG, is bringing his kid up inside of Kai Cenat house where he be having all types of bullshit and adult related shit going on in the house. But you got your son over there. And to top it off, and to top this whole shit off, Halle had no idea that the son was over there because DDG told him, oh, he's chilling at my house when the whole time he's been flaunted off on the internet at Kai Cenat's place. You don't see how that's kind of weird? Nigga, you wrong. You get what I'm saying? And then you have all these niggas online defending him, calling her a bitter baby mama because the only thing that she was trying to do was protect her child. That don't make any sense. The next part about this one that's kind of driving me nuts and some of the shit that niggas are saying online, right, is to do with Diddy and domestic abuse or even sexual abuse in general, because we can go there, right? A lot of the things that I'm hearing is, why didn't she leave? She's playing the victim. Why didn't she call the police, right? All this shit. Let me paint a picture for y'all, right? And this is gonna make perfect sense. I'm gonna break it down. More and more, I'm seeing a bunch of dudes, and it's usually older dudes, right, coming online and they're talking about like relationships and what they look for in a female and whatever the case is, right? The main consensus is this. You got a bunch of niggas that's saying, oh, I want a younger female because she is moldable and then she's impressionable, right? I can mold this girl to be exactly the way that I want her to be, right? Why is that? Because the idea is, or the ideology is, that the older women get, the more stuck in their ways they get, the less willing they are to change and all types of shit, right? I'm not going to get into that. That's a long fucking story we're not going to touch. Just know that there's truths and there's a bunch of bullshit that come with that, right? But we ain't going to touch that. The reason why Cassie couldn't just up and leave, couldn't just call the police, is because this shit is deeper than what y'all can see. You understand what I'm saying? This shit is, she is being manipulated on a psychological level. When the fuck did Cassie get with Diddy, right? Once she like 18, turning 19? We're talking about a female here that has been groomed by Diddy, having fucking freak off parties since she was 19 years old up until now. Do you really think on a psychological level, it's that easy for her to say, oh, I'm just gonna up and leave or call the police on this person? No. Why is that? Because from her perspective, she really do love Diddy. She really do. She damn near grew up with this nigga. You get what I'm saying? Granted, he is well older than her, but from her perspective, they're in a very serious and committed relationship, and she loves this man dearly. I see people online saying like, you know, she addicted to the fame and the this and the that or whatever, and she was enjoying them freak offs. Nigga, you don't know that. Nigga, them freak offs was 4 days long. 4 days. That is somebody's work week. Hold on, because I gotta watch what I say on the internet. Trust me, man. Like, do you really think somebody likes being fucking fondled with, getting pissed on, or whatever the case is for 4 days straight? Think to yourself, bro. You get what I'm saying? The only reason why somebody would do that type of shit is if they're mentally connected to that person. So that's number one part of the equation, to where like y'all niggas really need to sit down and rethink y'all mindset. The same type of niggas that's saying, oh, I want a girl that's moldable to do whatever I want and whatever the case is, that's exactly the situation that caused this. Now you're saying that she could have left anytime she wanted. No, she can't. She's fucking mentally attached. Number two, right, of why it wasn't a thing of just, oh, I can up and leave whenever she wants. Nigga, we watching this court case live. Us, the people. You know what I'm saying? We seeing what's coming out of this court case. Y'all saw Diddy got that girl. Y'all saw it. So if it wasn't that, all the times that she's sitting up there and saying like, oh, I wanted to leave, but if I tried to leave, Diddy's security guard would come make threats, or Diddy would make threats of leaking my freak offs, or just a whole bunch of threats, because he has the power to keep her exactly where he wants her to be. Domestic abuse and domestic violence isn't just as simple as, why didn't the person just leave? It's deeper on a psychological level. Y'all ever heard of the Stockholm Syndrome? Whether it's Diddy, whether it's a DDG situation or whatever, right? I feel as if us as black men, we need to do better, because we have black moms, right? Statistically, we have black girlfriends, we have black wives, black spouses, black aunties. We have to do a little bit better of talking about and portraying our black women, especially in today's society, because they already getting slandered, they already getting put down, they already got their own shit going on, they already got all their own stereotypes that they got to deal with. Meanwhile, us as black men are sitting up there saying like, oh, you know, she just a bitter baby mama, she faking it, she enjoyed the freak offs, she could have left whenever time she want. Nigga, that's fucking disgusting when you think about it. I understand, trust me, I do. I understand why a lot of dudes might have this mindset, or I see what y'all are trying to say, but y'all just don't have the full picture. And trust me, I'm not necessarily defending the actions here of all black women, or just, let me stop saying black women, of women in general, because you do have some shitty females out there. You do have women out there that they're gonna sleep with you, purposely try to get pregnant, and then have your ass on child support for 18 years and try to live off that child support because it's easy. I see it. I see it in the NBA. But you cannot use that as a blanket slate for everybody. As much as I hate to see a female say like, oh, all niggas ain't shit, I'm just like, well, nigga, I'm shit. Nigga, I'm the shit, actually. I'm a pretty good dude. But I still got to deal with that stereotype of just like, oh, every time black men in general are brought up, it's just like, oh, all niggas ain't shit. You get what I'm saying? If we don't like it in that same regard, we can't push that off on female. And before y'all go spread y'all ignorance online, especially to the younger generation that they are on Twitter, they're looking at the shit too. Just think about and put 2 cents into what exactly y'all are saying. Because as of right now, to all the YNs, to all the niggas out there, to all the dudes in general, it ain't a good look.